I don't believe our society is doomed. Our society is doing exactly what we've been conditioned to do. Brian's Biscuit says that McDonald's has been selling Krispy Kreme donuts for a while. Our society, I don't necessarily agree with this. So I see that McDonald's is selling Krispy Kreme for a while, and that I don't believe our society is doomed. Our society is doing exactly what we've been conditioned to do. But we have to understand that the deconditioning or I hate to say reprogramming because that sounds malicious, it sounds malevolent, but it takes time. That's like I've tried to get I'm excited that companies like Steak and Shake and other places are starting to toss out the seed oils and reintroduce beef tallow and such, even though it doesn't necessarily impact me directly because I'm not going to Steak and Shake because what do they fry in their beef tallow? French fries. I'm not interested in French fries. Now, my first job was Steak and Shake, and I ate their fries all the time. Their fries are very thin and they heat quickly, but then they also get cold quickly, so they're not the best fries, in my personal opinion. I mean, they're not cooking anything in that beef tallow that I necessarily care to eat currently. I don't necessarily know how that's going to impact us in the long run. I'm glad that companies and the discussion is open about beef tallow. We're starting to understand, the healing properties of meat and eating a whole food diet without ultra processed foods. We're starting to understand things where how what we eat impacts how we feel physically, mentally, and all of these things. We're starting to see that, but it's going to take so much time because we have to remember they didn't really start us on this path until like the path started in the 40s. 1947 is when Procter and Gamble gave the 1.7 million dollar donation to the American Heart Association, and then they started recommending Crisco instead of lard and tallow. So it started in the 1940s. It's not been a full 100 years, but the guidelines didn't change full on until the 80s. And then you saw in the 80s, the 90s, and you have to even understand, like when I go back and watch old shows or watch anything, the low fat diet, like everything being low fat, low calorie, low cholesterol, is so entrenched in pop culture that it's going to take decades for us to dig ourselves out of the hole that we've been digging ourselves into for decades. I don't think we're doomed. Not by I mean, I would have think that in the 50s or the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, when in the 80s we're eating snack wells because they were fat free, but they'd been loading them with sugar, but we didn't know. Things like Olean. Remember Olean? It was they were frying chips in Olean and causing leakage, trying to be, you know, sanitized for the internet. But I don't think we're doomed. I'm a little too positive for that. I've been accused of having toxic positivity, so I mean there's that. But I just refuse to feel like the sky is falling, that everything is on fire, because we have to keep going no matter what. So I mean, because of days like today, like Sunday, we get together and there's 52 people across 3 platforms listening to what I have to say right now. Maybe that'll grow. Maybe every time somebody hears something about tallow and beef and eggs and triple B and E and the proper human diet and carnivore, maybe somebody who truly needs it will start the lion diet because they have severe autoimmune, and then people in their life will see them heal and go, okay, well maybe this isn't something crazy after all. But I don't think we're doomed just because of donuts. We've always had donuts. We've always had pie. We've always had every diner and every restaurant, since there's been restaurants and diners, has always sold dessert. I think we're weird right now because we've got, let's see, what is Taco Bell sells chicken nuggets now. Like, why are you selling chicken nuggets? I'm sure there's some reason for that. and McDonald's is selling Krispy Kreme donuts, and they've got new chicken tenders, and I know all about this stuff because we go and we get our granddaughter a Happy Meal once a week. And is that the best thing for her? No, but I had Happy Meals when I was growing up. I mean, I'm sure that they're healthier then than they are now, but yeah, I don't think we're doomed.